But with climate change, what's happening, even the drought-tolerant crops are underperforming. And one local pastor, he stays in the village, he says, out of 3 hectares of land, I harvested 1.5 bags of sorghum. So that's the drought-tolerant crop. And what it means is, even though it's drought-tolerant, 15 years ago, he said it used to give him 15 bags. Now it's only giving him 2 bags. So that's how severe the climate change effects are happening for us. The weather patterns have changed. They are so unpredictable now. 30 years ago, the only drought they could remember was in the 1949. But in the past 20 years, official records from the government actually have recorded, and we know that's true, but these are also official statistics. We have had 5 severe droughts in the last 20 years, from the 90s. And the predictions are not looking good. Community, the villagers, the people in the village, they are saying the outlook is not good. It's not getting better, it's getting worse. What is of greater concern, however, is when you ask the question, what will happen in the next 10, 20 years? Because what's bad now, in retrospect, will look to have been a good time, but it looks like worse times are coming ahead. The output is lower now. The more the climate changes are going on, the more extreme the weather patterns are getting, then what was traditionally effective is no longer as effective as it is supposed to be. Because we understand there's a model in the Bible where Jesus Christ asked his disciples, and the people were following him, what do you have? And when everyone was hungry, he said there was a little boy with 5 loaves and 2 fish. And he did not just create a miracle from nowhere. It started with what that environment had. Climate change question is a global question, and it needs global minds put together. And who is better suited for that task than the Christians? Because we were put in the garden by God to cultivate, yes, benefit from it, but also said to keep it. It also meant that Adam and Eve, they thrived that time, but God had a picture where the offspring of Adam can find sustenance from the environment. So, since we're stewards of this planet, you would need that Christians in the US have a global mentality of preservation of the earth. What does that mean? It means having the concern, yes, for the US, but also concern for the other part of the globe, which, because sometimes whatever happens, that side will affect what happens on one part of the globe affects the others.